Manga-Waido.
Hi, Yamada. My name is Yurina Taoka. I'm a freshman in college. I love stories where men fight over a single girl and dream of being in a situation like that myself. I went to an all-girls school during high school, and so I was excited to go to college. I started exercising while studying for my entrance examinations, and before I knew it, I had amazing boobs and a curvy body. I joined the soccer club once I started college. 80% of the people here are boys. If you want to be popular with boys, it's best if there aren't many girls, right? First, I went after a regular-looking guy, and it was easier than I had expected.
Let's exchange contact information,
he said to me. Of course, I'm not afraid to put in the hard work to be popular with guys. I checked his social media accounts and made sure to do my research so I could have something to talk about with him. I found out he liked girls with ponytails, and so I started wearing one the next day. Thanks to my efforts, this happened 3 weeks later.
Please go out with me, Yurina!
He asked me out. I could sense how he was so nervous, which made me nervous as well. This is why I put in so much effort, to experience this feeling. It looks like I succeeded with this guy. Sorry, I'd love it if you remained my friend, and keep teaching me soccer from now on, though.
Oh yeah. Sorry I suddenly just asked you out.
Don't worry about it. I was so happy to find out you thought that way of me. Just like that, I made guy after guy ask me out. One guy said, I like sweets, so I learned to bake, which I was never good at, and made him a cookie. Another said that he liked movies, so I bought 2 tickets to a movie and invited him to watch it with me. My hard work was paying off, and in 3 months, I was asked out by 4 guys. 2 of them even started fighting over me. But don't fight over me. I just want everyone to get along, I said, and started crying, and then everyone panicked.
Don't cry! We'll stop fighting!
They said to me. It really is so easy manipulating men. Thanks, my delicious slaves. The other girls started to get annoyed at me. But after I started ignoring them, they stopped talking to me as well. But apparently, having nothing to do with the other girls was a mistake. I next went after an upperclassman with glasses, but he had a girlfriend in the same club, you see, and apparently all the other girls knew about it. But how could I have known if I wasn't in the girls' circle?
Yurina, stop laying your hands on that upperclassman.
What? But he said that he liked me more, you know?
You're the one who made him say that. You've been having fun playing with the guys in our club, haven't you? That upperclassman is Mika's boyfriend. If you don't stop, I won't let you get away with it next time.
I got surprised, and so I stopped talking to that upperclassman, but it seemed that I was too late. He broke up with Mika, and people started spreading rumors about how it was my fault. What a mess. Don't make it seem like I'm an evil person. I went to all the boys who asked me out up until now. It's a misunderstanding. You're all so mean, I said to them crying. And they started saying, it's not your fault, Yurina. And so the girls that had been calling me out started being called out by the guys. I'm so glad I remained friends with the guys I turned down. I'm so good at this. Just like that, I was asked out by most of the guys in the club. The only person who hadn't asked me out in my grade was Yamada. Both his looks and his name doesn't stand out, but apparently both his parents work at a major company and is actually quite rich. I want someone to treat me to a full course meal too once in a while. All right, Yamada it is then. I started researching Yamada's social media accounts and spying on him. Apparently, he likes spicy food. If that's the case, then Yamada! I found a ramen shop that sells super hot ramen. Why don't we go together? You like spicy food, right?
I like going to ramen shops on my own, so I'll pass.
It's pretty hard making an introvert fall for you, you know. I'm pressing my perfect boobs against him, but it has no effect. I was frustrated, so I decided to take a look in his bag and saw the book he was reading. I bought the same book, and the next day, "Oh, we're reading the same book," I said to him, but he just looked at me like he was pissed and walked away. I'm putting so much effort into this, but why isn't it working? If it comes to this, then... I went to practice area earlier than usual that day. Yamada is in charge of getting everything ready, which is why I decided to get closer to him by helping him out. Just like I thought, Yamada was in the shed on his own. Can I help you? It must be difficult having to do everything on your own.
Alright, get the balls ready then, Miss Taoka.
Aw, come on. We're in the same grade, so you don't need to call me Miss Taoka. Just call me Yurina.
We're not that close, so I think I'll just call you Miss Taoka. We're not that close, so I think I'll just call you Miss Taoka.
He didn't even look at me and kept looking at the shelf, so I got mad. That's when I saw how the shed was empty since all the equipment had been carried out. Places like this are so arousing, don't you think? No one's here yet, too, so do you want to do it?
What are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is something like this. I leaned on Yamada. If he kisses me now, then it's victory for me, right? But Yamada just sighed, as if he found me annoying from the bottom of his heart and said,
"You're bothering me,"
pushing me to the side. What is that even? Could he not see my perfect boobs? I was so frustrated, and so I started crying, this time loud enough for everyone to hear.
"What's wrong?"
said the boys who once asked me out, rushing into the shed to see why I was crying. I knew you guys would come. Yamada, I was so scared. All right, Yamada, this is your punishment for turning me down. It's too late, even if you regret it now. But while everyone was still confused as to what was going on, Yamada gave a large sigh and took a smartphone from the shelf.
I had noticed that you were playing with the guys in this club. I also knew that I was your next target, which is why I decided to set this trap for you, because I knew you would try something while it was just the two of us. This is proof.
The other guys watched the video and started looking more and more frightening.
You're the one who pressed on him? You were playing with us?
Even the girls are watching from afar, with smug looks on their faces. That's not the case. It's all a misunderstanding. I had no intention of...
Oh, this too. It's a video of her looking inside my bag without my permission. You read my notebook and stuff, right? You've got some nasty hobbies, Miss Taoka. You make guys ask you out by giving them the wrong idea, and then you say, "That wasn't my intention," and turn them down. While everyone was fighting over you, you were making a face that looked like you were thinking something along the lines of, "It's all according to plan." I have a picture of that as well. I had it all saved just in case you started causing even more problems.
I couldn't say anything when shown those pictures. The boys are giving me these disgusted looks. I couldn't bear it anymore, so I fled from the shed. But I wasn't something so simple that I could just go back to normal. I thought that things would just have calmed down by the next week, so I went to practice. But everyone gave me these cold looks. How can she just come back? I can't believe it. I thought I could hear them saying. I ended up quitting that club, and since it was difficult for me to even attend classes, I stopped going to college for a year. But apparently, even the grade a year below me knows about me, and if I attend classes next year...
Is that? Apparently she's a whore who plays with guys,
they said behind my back. I wanted to take a leave for another year, but my parents were already furious, and so they made me go. Everywhere I go, people whisper behind my back, and it was nothing short of hell. Why did it come to this? All I wanted was to fulfill my dreams of being popular with guys. I mean, the guys are the ones who asked me out in the first place, you know. They're the ones who fell in love with me, so I shouldn't be the one being blamed, right? Someone help me.